This is the Jigsaw 29 puzzle, and it does a really good job into tricking your brain and exploiting your weaknesses. It has only 29 pieces, and your goal is to fit them all inside a square frame. These jigsaw puzzles change the way we see jigsaws forever, and once you see how it works, you'll never be able to unsee it. But how difficult could it be? As you can see, we have 29 pieces of the puzzle. They are all really simple and normal looking. The only piece that looks a little bit weird is this one, but this is also not a piece that you won't see in a regular jigsaw. This piece also looks a bit weird, but yet it doesn't look like a piece you won't see in a regular jigsaw. Check out what happens if I try to fit the pieces inside. I will start with the corners, but here I already have a problem. I have 5 corners. I'll try to fit the other ones in. So this piece fits here, but in a weird way, which leaves some place here. So here I have a problem. None of the pieces can actually fit in the edges anymore. Whenever I take a piece like this, it cannot fit here or here, because the jigs are the same, they both go in. Same as this or this, and this doesn't go anywhere on the whole board. All of the pieces I will take now will not fit on the edge. And also I've got this corner and I can't really do anything with it. Why do they not fit inside? We put all of them according to the laws of nature, you can say, and you have some pieces left outside that don't fit. You can even rearrange them and they still won't fit. This is the point where most people will never get past, and you may not realize it yet, but you're actually trapped by your own mind's limitations. This is called the association fallacy. This fallacy happens when you see something you recognize and you immediately assume it will work the same way it did before, just because it resembles something you know. Now in this case it's a bit more tricky because it's a jigsaw, it's called a jigsaw puzzle, it has literally the same name, but why doesn't it behave like a normal jigsaw? This increases the fallacy of association and makes us feel really uncomfortable. But just because you know how a jigsaw puzzle works doesn't mean this one will work the same way. This is where this puzzle is truly genius. If I examine some of the pieces, I can see that actually on their tip there is a straight line, especially on these ones. I will take another one and I see another straight line on this tip. So if I take this piece, I can actually fit it on an edge like that. So a middle piece becomes an edge piece in a different way than we expected. And this can only happen after you understand you have an assumption in your head, you try to clear it, and then you will find some progress. Now we can fit this piece near the centerpiece, and it actually behaves like an edge piece with a jig. So this fits in a really unusual way, and it doesn't really feel right. It doesn't feel right, but it works. So if it works, we're gonna keep going. And I think this actually teaches us a cool lesson. Sometimes you need to do what works and not what feels right. We also need to clear our assumptions in order to progress. Here we got another one that goes in. And here we've got another assumption that is broken, which is an edge piece that won't fit in an edge. And actually the edge itself is pointed toward the middle. And here we have another problem. This piece can fit here, but not there. So what we have to do is to actually flip this whole side. And here also is a point where many people will get stuck, because taking apart what you already did to find this out can be pretty discouraging. Now when I fit some more pieces here, they will fit inside. And there you go, we've got this whole edge complete. And check out how this edge looks. It doesn't look like you would expect. And there another piece goes to the edge. This one is not an edge piece, but has a straight line on the tip. At this point we have only 9 pieces left, and we need to really change the way we look at a jigsaw at this point. Everything is different, nothing is normal. But we can identify some places where the pieces can connect. This also doesn't feel right, but it's really satisfying once you get going. And the corner piece fits right here. And with that, the puzzle is solved. This idea caused a whole new wave of puzzle designs looking like a jigsaw. Here's one of them you may want to check. And there's many more puzzles like these that trick your brain into false assumptions.